Taurus, hi, how you guys doing? It's Lisa, and we're going to do October 2022 general reading. It's only general, it's not going to resonate with everybody, but take what does, leave what doesn't. If you're new to my channel, thank you so much for popping in. I hope you enjoy it, you'll come back to see me again. For those of you who have been here before, I really do appreciate the support, it means a lot. Alright, let's see what we got going on. Texas. Incest God. Okay. Alright, that's what we got for Taurus, October 2022. What do we got for Taurus, October 2022? Hello, okay. Alright, we got the Ten of Wands and the Ten of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune, the Three of Wands, and the Knight of Swords, the Ten of Pentacles, the King of Wands, oops, the Tower, and the Ace of Swords. Alright guys, let's figure out what's going on here, and then I'll clarify with another deck. Okay. Just trying to get a, okay. It looks like, now this Ten of Wands, this comes up with your current self, how you're feeling, how things are going on, and you know, how you're feeling about yourself and your world. You get this a lot. Taurus, I actually remember this about you. You get this a lot. And I'm not sure if this is because you feel like you have a lot of responsibilities and burdens, you know, or if you're handling or carrying, you're taking care of somebody else's burdens. I think before that's what it was. It was like you were always trying to do something for somebody else, for, you know. But right next to it, your theme of the month is this Ten of Cups. Now this is, you know, like happily ever after, but that is whatever your Ten of Cups is to you. You know, so it can be whatever situation. It doesn't have to be, you know, the married couple, the kids, the dog, the fence. It doesn't have to be that. But it's whatever it is to you. But I'm wondering if this, whatever the theme of the month is, I wonder if that's not what's putting extra responsibilities and burdens on you. So let's see. And now, you have the wheel for the Wheel of Fortune. And I feel like this is like a goal for you. Like you're trying to, trying to figure out how to say that. Because maybe you're in a cycle. Maybe you're trying to get a cycle complete. Whether you're trying to finish a project or trying to, yeah, I feel like you're trying to do something. But is the goal around you? Or is it around, you know, whatever this Ten of Cups represents? Like whatever this situation is that's giving you extra responsibility, but you're still, you know, having, you know, really good situation, feeling all Ten of Cupsies. But is that what the cycle is around? Like you want that to be, you know, you want that cycle to be completed. Because I have this Three of Wands. And this is, okay, this is something where, you know, you're always looking to see the ship. See those little ships back there? There are always ships coming in, you know, what else is out there. And trying to, you know, see what else can be going on. But I feel like this is kind of, it's something for you to overcome. It's an obstacle that you don't, how do I say this? I think you're always looking for something else to go on. Like you're always thinking, okay, what else can I do? What else is there? You know, and I feel like at this point, whatever the situation is, you don't need to be doing that right now. Maybe you'd be spreading yourself too thin if you keep doing that. So it's almost like, okay, you need to know whatever this is, this right here, whatever this is, it's enough for right now. So maybe don't be looking for whatever else is coming. Maybe just hold out and, you know, Because not forever, but just for now. All right. So now we've got the Knight of Swords. This could be somebody that you know. They're very, they're ambitious, action-oriented, fast-thinking. This could be energy that you're picking up. Could be characteristics you're taking on right now. Just to maybe, do this stuff. So we don't know. Maybe we'll clarify and we'll find out. Could be you or somebody else. Let's see. And now this Ten of Pentacles. This is, always having enough. Being very secure. Being content. Being able to pass on maybe like a legacy, family values, things you want, your younger generations to know. It could be having an exceedingly amount of money, but doesn't have to. It could just actually be other material things. But for right now, in this spread, it came up as things to avoid. Why? So why are we avoiding this? I don't know. But you know what? When we clarify, it usually does make sense. Because it's not like, okay, yeah, you don't want to ever have that. It might be like, not right now. Because maybe something else is going to happen better later. Or just, give it some time. But we'll figure it out when we go. And then, oops. It'll probably make sense. Usually does. Now this King of Wands dude. This could be somebody, somebody you're around. They're they're mature. They're confident. They have energy. This guy, he's so like happy. But if you know this person, they are so very sure of what they're doing and they never feel like they're ever going to be wrong. So this could be somebody you work with, possibly a manager, supervisor, or it could be your energy, where, just very natural born leaders. They can they talk almost anybody into anything. But whatever they do, they're pretty secure in the fact that it's going to get done and it's going to be right when they do it. And now we got this Tower. You ever have times in your life where things just feel like they're falling apart? Like, things just feel like they're crumbling, and it doesn't have to be anything specific. It could literally just be, there's so much on you at any one point in time that you can't figure out how to, stop it from crumbling. But it could also be an insight inside your own brain where, something that you believed all the time or, you never had a different opinion about it, and then all of a sudden you find out that wasn't true. That can be the same situation. You have like not inspiration, but you have a thought in your head. You always thought it was always thought that was the way it was, and then all of a sudden it wasn't. So it could be, it can be internal, it could be external, and just something that's not meant to stand won't, whatever the situation is. Now this Ace of Swords, this is a sign of a victory. I don't even know what these little plants are, but I know that that's a victory sign. And so you have you're having oh my goodness, what do I keep doing? You keep having a breakthrough, right? You're having a breakthrough, you're having mental clarity, and I'm wondering if that mental clarity isn't affecting where the Tower came from. So something popped up into your head, and it's not that it was a bad thing. So whatever it was, because this is a sign of a victory. So I have a feeling that was what made the Tower come up. I'm just wondering what King of Wands had something to do with that too. All right, well, let's get a clarifiers and then we'll see what we can find out. My alarm keeps going off. I have no idea why. Because I just want to kind of make sure everybody gets at least over a certain amount of time. But I don't mean it to keep going off. If it would just like tell me. Anyhow, what's this 10 of Wands here for? 10 of Wands for Taurus. Alright, we got the Page of Coins. And the Knight of Swords. Yeah. Alright, so possibly what this page is kind of like, alright, so there's opportunity coming in, you know, something maybe manifesting something. And this Knight of Swords character, again, this could have been you, could have been somebody else. But I'm wondering if they are representing the person in that you are taking on these responsibilities for. Male or female, does not have to be. It doesn't even have to be an air sign. So let's see, that's a possibility. So what about this 10 of Cups? What about this 10 of Cups? So whatever the opportunity is, it's worth it. The burden's worth it to you for whatever opportunity is coming out to you. Now we got the Star and the 5 of Swords. So you're feeling hopeful. So you have faith that things are going to work out for whoever in your little 10 of Cups feeling. And I feel like with this 5 of Swords, sometimes it feels like you don't want to take on too much in the present. You don't want to take on more than you can. Don't bite off more than you could chew for right now. Because like you have the 10 of Cups, so you've pretty much got, you know, and the 10 of Wands here, so you got a lot already. But I'm feeling like you want to just not do more than you need to in whatever this situation represents. Like you don't want to overdo it. That's what it feels like to me. Because you already got the burdens, and you know the opportunities are coming in, but you don't want to overdo the situation. So what about this Wheel of Fortune? Okay. The Temperance and the Chariot. All right, with Temperance, I feel like you are figuring like it was like a goal, and I feel like you wanted to be patient and use moderation, which explains to me why you don't want to overdo stuff. But you're still driven for something, so you're still going, you know, still feeling driven, still determined, but you want to make you're taking it easy. You're balanced and patient, not going, overboard. Overboard keeps popping up. All right, so what about this 3 of Wands? Because you were trying to overcome it. Oops. So you have the 4 of Coins and the Queen of Staffs. Now this energy, I don't know if this is you, this is somebody around you, male or female. This is just somebody who has like courage and confidence, very independent, multitasking. They're just all about everything. But then there's this 4 of Coins where I feel like you're saying hold up. And that's again with this this Temperance and this Patience and this 4 of Swords and 5 of Swords. It's like, all right, yeah, you want to do it all, I know that, but you're trying to overcome looking out too much because whatever was going on here, it was enough. So you didn't want to take on more. And I don't know if this is you, and this is you saying, okay, yeah, we're going to like hold tight for a little bit. Could be money, or it could be just time, energy, or it's just somebody in your environment that you almost have to like say, stop. So I feel like that is like, there's a kind of a stop coming up here. And not where you don't want to do the stuff. It's just like, can we just rein it in just a bit? So what about, this Knight of Swords. All right, you got the King of Cups and the Nine of Swords. Now, King of Cups. Okay, if this is a person that you know, they're very, they're very kind and compassionate and engaged. Like, they're talking to you, they are talking to you. They're not looking at the TV over your head. And very, they're not overly emotional. They're not they're not like overzealous in any situation. But then there's like this stress that comes out too, and anxiety. So I'm wondering if that has anything to do with this person. Like, maybe they're around you and they're in your environment, and I don't know. It's a general reading, so you could flip flop it. Maybe they're stressed out, and that's kind of like, you're kind of going in trying to, make things better for them, or they're doing it for you. All right, now what about this this makes me curious. Like, who would want to avoid 10 of coins? Let's see. 10 of coins for Taurus. The World. And 7 of Cups. Okay, well that to me, all right, so you have all these options. Everything that maybe what you were looking at with this 3 of Wands here is coming up to you again. So all these options, all these choices. And you're on the right path towards something. You have fulfillment. So I'm wondering if maybe not making that 10 of coins perspective right then, needed to wait until the options came in, till you were able to complete something and, be on the right path for something. I don't know. See, I'm thinking, I'm almost thinking with this 10 of coins, it feels like if you, not that, maybe you do have that kind of money, but maybe you needed to stop and say, well, wait, what else can we do with it? How else can we use it? Should we invest it? Should we do something? And whatever it is that you're going to decide to do, so maybe you didn't want to act like you had all that, no, not like act it. You didn't want to acknowledge that money that right then, because you were still trying to kind of hold things normal here. Like, you were trying not to overdo here. And maybe that's why that 10 of coins came up, to avoid, because you don't want to do that. Because you have so many other options and choices that you can go with. And it's going to be better for you. So what about this King of Wands? Can you tell me about King of Wands? Hill. Got the Moon. And you got the 4 of Cups. All right, so whoever King of Wands is, whether it was you or them, or still feeling a little wary about something. I don't know if it's something that's going on in regard to that person, or if you're feeling that way. But I also feel like you're like a little disappointed in something that's coming around. And like, you have these 4 cups, then cups is emotions and everything. And maybe you're disappointed that you only got 4. Like, I feel like you expected to get more. Maybe in whatever situation it was, you thought you would have had more, and you're kind of feeling a little bit off-put by only getting the 4. And you don't know why, because with the Moon, you don't, it's not like sunlight where you can see the clear path. No, you can't see that. You don't know why. So you need to use your intuition. Got to go with your gut and find out why you feel slighted here. So what about this Tower? And honestly, take it as it resonates, because it could be a bunch of different stories going on here. the Magician, and the Ten of Coins. All right. Now with that Magician energy, you have everything you need at your disposal. You have all the resources you could possibly need to manifest anything that you want to manifest, to put together anything that you want, whether it's a new job, it's a business, it's, good investments. And then you have this Ten of Coins again. And this actually comes up in a good area. And I feel like that maybe this is why you put it on hold here, because you had all those other options to do. And maybe you made another choice instead of like acting like you had it right then. You made another choice, and whatever happened in between, it came up again and it was real, or it was stronger. Whatever situation it was just like more, because you used every resource that you had, or some of them, and so you were able to bring forth things that you needed or wanted. All right, so what about this Ace of Swords? Oh. All right, you got the Seven of Swords and the High Priestess. Now with this is kind of interesting. To me, she's like all about what's hidden. Things that, aren't in plain sight. They aren't like that obvious. So that energy, you have to use your intuition again. You got to use your gut feelings. That little feeling that you get in your stomach or the back of your neck, and you're like, and something's not right. I feel like you're going to be using that, possibly even needing to use that. I don't know what situation it's going to be, but I don't know if, and however this came about, you need to keep your eyes open. Make sure you're signing on the dotted line. Make sure you're not putting out information that you shouldn't be. Because it's a victory sword, but it's also a double-edged sword. You need to be careful, because it can cut both ways. So the way I feel with this is, you will see it if you pay attention. So it's all about paying attention. Because I don't know if it's a company, a person, whatever the situation is. You want to make sure you're acknowledging, what you don't feel is right. If you feel something's not right, pay attention to it. Okay, Taurus. Wow, that was an interesting story. I like it. Let's see what else you got here. A new start is coming. All right. I think so, with all those tens you got going on. 9s and 10s. And let's see. Frustration. I'll get another one just because. Frustration and happiness. Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, everything's not always going to go the way we want it to. So, and frustration's a feeling. It's a true feeling. And you're allowed to be frustrated. And you just got to figure out a way to get past your frustration and find your happiness again. All right, guys. I hope you enjoyed the reading. If you want to give me a thumbs up, subscribe, write me a comment if it resonates. I'd love to hear from you. And I will be seeing you in a couple weeks. Take care.